You know, when people talk tactical firearms, the AR-15 always seems to dominate the conversation. It's the king, the benchmark, the default choice for practically everything. But here's the reality check. You don't need to empty your savings account on a high-end black rifle to get serious, mission-specific capability. In fact, there are platforms out there, often overlooked or dismissed, that absolutely crush the AR-15 in certain roles, especially when budget and portability are the main concern. We're talking rifles that fold up smaller than a laptop, that fire calibers hitting harder than 5.56 NATO, or that cost less than a decent optic. These 10 guns prove that smart engineering and a focus on practical utility beat brand name prestige every time. Forget the compromises, because these rifles deliver power, compactness, or affordability that fundamentally challenge the AR-15's supremacy. Let's dive right into the list with a firearm that completely redefines what a carbine can be. Coming in at number 10, we have the wildly unconventional Kel-Tec CMR-30, a carbine that basically laughs at everything you thought you knew about compact defensive firearms. Chambered in the zippy .22 Winchester Magnum rimfire, it delivers surprisingly serious terminal performance from a round that's still tiny, cheap, and produces almost no recoil, making follow-up shots stupidly fast and controllable even during extended strings of fire. The star of the show is its insane portability. Fully collapsed, the entire rifle shrinks to just 22.7 inches long, shorter than a lot of laptop backpacks. Then extends out to a very adult-sized 30.4 inches when you pop the multi-position stock open, so it fits literally anywhere, yet still feels like a real rifle on your shoulder. At the heart of it sits a 16-inch barrel that squeezes every last bit of velocity out of those little magnum pills. We're talking 2,000 plus FPS with 40-grain loads, turning what most people think of as varmint ammo into something that punches way above its weight class for lightweight home or truck defense. Weighing a featherlight 3.8 pounds unloaded and built around a rigid aluminum chassis with a full-length top Picatinny rail, plus short sections on the forend, you can mount whatever red dot, magnifier, light, or laser your heart desires without adding much heft. Kel-Tec ships it with 2 translucent 30-round magazines. Yes, 60 rounds total right out of the box. And those mags load quick, drop free, and let you instantly see how much ammo you have left. The straight blowback action is dead nuts reliable, runs clean even after hundreds of rounds, and happily accepts suppressors in free states for backyard quiet operation. Controls are fully ambidextrous, mag release, safety, and dual non-reciprocating charging handles. So lefties aren't left out in the cold, and the single-action trigger breaks consistently right around 5 crisp pounds, which is excellent for this price point. Standout features include the collapsible mag pull stock that locks solidly in any position, aggressively textured grip surfaces, and a threaded barrel ready for your favorite muzzle device. Pros: ridiculous capacity, backpackable size, negligible recoil, dirt cheap running costs, and it's an absolute blast to shoot. Downsides are typical Kel-Tec quirks: polymer-heavy construction that flexes a tiny bit under heavy accessories, occasional light primer strikes with certain ammo brands, and the fact that .22 WMR still isn't 223 when it comes to barrier penetration. Right now, street price hovers around $570, $620 depending on the shop, which for a 30-round, suppressor-ready, ultralight carbine that disappears in a sling bag is honestly borderline ridiculous value in today's market. If you want something that no one expects, that you can literally throw in any pack and forget about until you need it, the CMR-30 is hard to beat. Sliding into our number 9 spot is the Beretta CX4 Storm, a pistol-caliber carbine that feels like Beretta took everything they've learned from making legendary handguns for over half a century and poured it all into one sleek, futuristic package. This thing is built almost entirely from high-strength technopolymer that not only looks cool but drops the unloaded weight to just around 5.7 pounds, making it ridiculously easy to carry and maneuver all day without fatigue. It runs on a simple, reliable, straight blowback system and is chambered in everyone's favorite 9x19mm Parabellum, feeding from super reliable Beretta 92 series magazines that go up to 30 rounds in jurisdictions that allow it. What really sets the CX4 apart from the sea of AR-9s and other clones is how obsessively user-focused Beretta got with the ergonomics and adaptability. Pretty much every control is fully reversible. Charging handle, manual safety, mag release, even the ejection port cover can be swapped to the opposite side in minutes, turning this into one of the most truly left-hand friendly carbines you can buy. The stock comes with spacers, so you can dial in the exact length of pull you want. And the pistol grip and forend feel like they were sculpted for human hands rather than just copied from something else. Up front, you get a cold, hammer-forged 16.6-inch barrel that gives 9mm a serious velocity jump. Think 1350, 1400 FPS with standard loads, turning an already accurate round into something that punches way above pistol range with almost no recoil. Sights are excellent out of the box. A protected front post and a large ghost ring rear that's adjustable for windage and elevation, plus a full-length aluminum Picatinny rail on top, begging for a red dot or low-power scope. Beretta also hid a retractable Picatinny rail under the forend that flips down when you need it. And there are 3 more mounting surfaces around the handguard for lights, lasers, or a vertical grip. The design itself looks like it drove straight out of a sci-fi movie. Smooth curves, no sharp edges, and that signature Beretta styling that somehow feels both modern and timeless. On the plus side, it's lightweight, insanely configurable, soft shooting, uses cheap and plentiful 9mm ammo, and shares magazines with the legendary Beretta 92 SM9 family, so spare mags are everywhere. Downsides: the trigger is decent for a blowback carbine, but still a bit heavy and gritty compared to high-end ARs. The factory plastic sights are good, but most people immediately replace them with optics. And while it's not expensive, it's not exactly budget territory either. As of late 2025, street price for a new CX4 Storm usually hovers right around $730, $780 depending on the store, which is honestly a steal when you consider the engineering, the reversibility features, and how much fun this thing is to shoot. If you want a do-it-all home defense carbine, range toy, or truck gun that works equally well for righties and lefties, feels futuristic, and just plain works every single time, the Beretta CX4 Storm is still one of the coolest options out there more than 20 years after it first hit the market. Coming in at number 6 is the gun that had the entire internet doing double takes the second the photos dropped. The ZEV Magpul FDP9, the folding dream that actually shipped. Yeah, the same FMG9 concept people have been photoshopping for 20 years is now a real production piece, and it's ridiculous in the best way. Bare weight is an insane 3.25 pounds. That's lighter than most full-size handguns these days. With a 7.05 2-inch 4/16 stainless steel barrel that's night ride finished for longevity and a total deployed length of just 20.125 inches. Hit one oversized button on the spine and the whole thing folds forward in half a second, down to a stupid compact 10.75 inches long, about 5 inches tall when including the carry handle. And it literally fits in a laptop sleeve or a slim messenger bag like it was made for it. Unfold it, the hinge locks up with zero wobble, zero shift in optic 0, and you're back in business. It's built on ZEV's battle-proven OZ9 short recoil operating system. So, the trigger is Magpul's high-performance flat-face unit, breaking sub 3 pounds like a glass rod. And it runs full-house Glock magazines, 17 rounders flush, 21-round Magpul PMAG GL9 sticking out a little, or 50-round drums if you're feeling patriotic. Controls are fully ambidextrous, slide stop, reversible mag release, and even the takedown levers work both ways. Charging handle is a pair of beefy wings at the rear that double as deployment levers, so when you snap it open you're already racking the slide. Everything that sees wear is black, night ride coated 4140 steel internals, with a 17:4 stainless slide. The frame is reinforced Magpul polymer with steel rails for durability, and the folding joint itself is machined 7-75 with a monster crossbolt that laughs at abuse. M-lock slots on the short handguard, full-length Picatinny up top, and a built-in QD cup at the rear, so you can sling it folded or deployed. Recoil is shockingly tame for something this light, because it's short recoil instead of blowback. So the barrel and slide do the work instead of a giant bolt slamming around. Accuracy is legit duty pistol level. 3-inch groups at 25 yards all day with 124 grain loads. And the low bore axis keeps the dot dancing in one tiny circle even when you're mag dumping. Downsides? It's not cheap. Expect an MSRP of $16.99, and the grip is pure Glock angle. So if you hate that, you'll hate this. Also, folding while loaded means the mag sticks out the side a bit. So super deep concealment is more backpack. Coming in strong at number 7 is the ever-practical Kel-Tec Sub-2000 Gen 3, a pistol caliber carbine that solves one of the most annoying problems with folding rifles: what to do with your optic when you collapse it. Thanks to Kel-Tec's brilliantly simple rotating forend design, you just twist the handguard 90 degrees and the whole rifle folds perfectly in half without ever disturbing your red dot, holographic sight, or low-power variable optic. Zero stays exactly where you left it. No tools, no hassle, no re-zeroing at the range. That clever folding mechanism shrinks the Sub-2000 down to a ridiculous 16.1 inches long, small enough to disappear into a laptop, bag, backpack, or even a large toolbox. Yet it pops open instantly into a full 29.5-inch carbine, ready for action. At the heart of the gun is a 16.25-inch cold hammer forged barrel that wrings every last bit of velocity out of 9mm or 40 S&W, turning ordinary defensive hollow points into legitimate 50 to 100-yard fight stoppers with flatter trajectories and way more energy than you'd ever get from a handgun. The straight blowback action is about as simple as firearms get. Fewer parts, almost nothing to break, and it runs reliably dirty or clean. Weighing just 4.2 pounds empty and featuring a fully adjustable polymer stock with 3 length of pull positions, it fits almost anyone comfortably. Field stripping is literally a 30-second no-tools affair. Just pop 2 pins and everything comes apart for cleaning or transport. The redesigned aluminum forend now sports M-lock slots at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock, plus full-length Picatinny rails on top and bottom. So you can mount lights, lasers, foregrips, or even a bipod without adapters. Kel-Tec offers dedicated versions that accept the magazines you probably already own. Glock 17-19 mags for the 9mm, Glock 22-23 for 40. Glock 20 for the new 10mm model, or FN 5.7 mags for the lightning-fast 5.7 version, meaning no extra magazine investment and instant parts commonality with your pistol. The trigger breaks consistently at around 5 into 5.5 pounds with a short reset. The sights are solid AR-style flip-ups with a bright fiber optic front post. And the 1:10 twist rate in 9mm stabilizes everything from lightweight plinkers to heavy subsonics. On the plus side, it's insanely lightweight, folds smaller than almost anything else, costs well under most people's AR budget. Current street price hovers right around $370, $420 depending on model and finish, and has proven shockingly reliable for a budget gun. Downsides: the reciprocating charging handle can bite the support hand. If you're not careful, the forend gets hot after a few mags, and it's definitely louder and snappier than a locked breech design. But for a truck gun, home defense carbine, backpack rifle, or something you can legally toss in a bag in states that hate SBRs, the Sub-2000 remains one of the smartest, most underrated, and downright fun options you can buy today. Coming in at number 6 on our list is the Riley Defense RAK-47, a rifle that perfectly captures what so many people love about the AK platform while being proudly made right here in the USA. This is not some parts kit build or re-import. Riley Defense manufactures these in-house with American labor and quality control, yet they stay incredibly faithful to the original Kalashnikov design that's been proving itself in every corner of the world for over 75 years. Chambered in the legendary 7.62 39mm, the RAK-47 hits noticeably harder downrange than any 5.56 rifle in the same price class, giving you that classic AK wound channel and barrier penetration that made the round famous. At the heart of the rifle is a fully heat-treated mil-spec stamped receiver made from tough American steel, paired with a forged front trunnion, forged bolt, and forged carrier, the exact pressure-bearing components that take the real beating and keep the gun running for tens of thousands of rounds. The 16.25-inch barrel is cut from 4150 ordnance-grade steel and given a durable nitride finish inside and out, so it laughs off rust and keeps accuracy consistent even after hard use. One of the coolest little touches is that the safety lever still works as a bolt, hold open. Just flick it up while pulling the charging handle back. A feature true AK fans instantly recognize and love. You even get a functional bayonet lug and the original style cleaning rod tucked under the barrel for that full retro experience. On the ergonomics side, Riley added an extended magazine release that makes reloads faster and smoother than a surplus gun, while still feeding flawlessly from any mil-spec 30-round AK magazine, steel or polymer, cheap or premium. The polymer furniture is rugged and modern, a comfortable pistol grip, heat-shielded handguards, and a buttstock with a soft recoil pad that takes the sting out of the 7.62 kick. Overall weight stays very controllable, right around 7.5 pounds unloaded, making it easy to carry all day. Reliability is exactly what you expect from a good AK. It eats steel case ammo all day long without a hiccup, runs dirty, runs wet, runs in sand or freezing cold. Effective range with iron sights or a red dot is easily 300-350 yards on man-sized targets, and the round still carries lethal energy way past that. Standout features include the lifetime warranty Riley Defense offers, the night ride barrel treatment that far outshines basic phosphate, and the fact that every critical part is forged rather than cast. On the downside, the trigger is a standard mil-spec single stage with some creep and a heavier pull. The polymer stock doesn't fold and has no cheek riser for optics. And out of the box, the finish is more tool than beauty queen. But that's part of the AK charm. Right now, street price for a new Riley Defense Ray K47 classic model hovers right around $800 to $850 depending on the shop, which is an absolute bargain when you consider you're getting a 100% American-made, forged component, night ride finished AK that will still be running long after most ARs have been upgraded twice. If you want that unbeatable Soviet-era toughness with a red, white, and blue stamp on the receiver, the Riley Defense Rack 47 is one of the smartest buys on the market today. Coming in strong at number 5 is one of the most beloved and influential rifles in American history, the legendary Ruger 10/22. For over 60 years, this iconic rimfire has been continuously produced, constantly refined, and has earned an unmatched reputation for stone-cold reliability that few firearms in any category can rival. At its heart is Ruger's brilliantly simple blowback action, paired with the famous detachable 10-round rotary magazine. That clever little rotor inside keeps every cartridge perfectly separated and feeds with buttery smoothness, virtually eliminating the feeding issues that plague many other .22s. The mag release sits exactly where your trigger finger wants it, and the flush-fit design keeps the profile sleek and snag-free. Up front, the cold hammer forged barrel is locked into the receiver with Ruger's signature 2-screw V-block system, a design so effective that it delivers repeatable accuracy shot after shot, year after year. The crossbolt safety is pure genius. Just push it on with your thumb, pull it off with your index finger. No fumbling, no thinking, pure instinct. Out of the box, you get a combination scope base that accepts both Weaver-style rings and classic .22 tip-off mounts, so you're ready for optics the moment you open the box. The trigger group is built from rugged, glass-filled, heat-stabilized polymer that shrugs off temperature swings and stays tight when lesser materials would warp or loosen up. Visually, the standard model keeps those timeless lines we all love. A satin black alloy steel receiver, smooth hardwood stock with clean checkering, a gold bead front sight, and a fully adjustable folding rear sight that's surprisingly precise for iron sights. At roughly 5 pounds and 37 inches overall, it shoulders fast, balances beautifully, and feels perfect in the hands of new shooters and seasoned plinkers alike. Pros: insane reliability, endless aftermarket support, accuracy that often punches way above its price class, and a trigger that, while not match grade out of the box, can be transformed into something truly excellent with minimal effort. Any cons? Well, the factory trigger is a bit heavy and creepier than some would like, and the polymer trigger housing can feel a touch flexy compared to all metal designs. But those are minor gripes in a sea of positives. The real magic is the customization potential. There are literally thousands of stocks, barrels, triggers, and bolt accessories because Ruger made the platform so modular from day one. And the best part? You can bring home this piece of living history brand new, right now, for around $390 street price. Sometimes even less on sale. Whether you're teaching a kid their first shooting fundamentals, popping squirrels for the pot, competing in local rimfire matches, or just burning through bricks of ammo on a lazy Saturday, the Ruger 10-22 does it all with a grin and never complains. It's not just a rifle, it's a cultural icon that belongs in every gun safe in America. Coming in at number 4 is the Hi.995 Carbine, a pistol caliber carbine that a lot of people love to hate just because of the brand name. But if you actually look past the memes and the snobbery, you're staring at one of the most practical, reliable, and downright affordable 9mm carbines money can buy today. This thing is built entirely in the USA with American-made parts and final assembly in Ohio, so you're supporting domestic jobs every time you pick one up. Out of the box, it already comes with everything you need to hit the range. A trigger lock, sling, swivels, and even a solid 10-round magazine that almost never fails, while affordable aftermarket 15 and 20-round mags from Red Ball or Pro Mag let you bump capacity way up without breaking the bank. The blowback action is simple and tough as nails, helped by an internal recoil buffer inside the polymer stock that soaks up felt recoil and makes 9mm feel almost like a 22. Speaking of the stock, it's a skeletonized all-weather polymer design that keeps the total weight down to just 6.25 pounds while staying ridiculously strong. Rain, mud, or dropping it off the tailgate, this thing just keeps running. The ergonomics are honestly better than people give it credit for. A big ambidextrous thumb mag, release drops mags fast. The bolt locks open on the last round. There's a positive manual safety. And the fully adjustable peep rear sight paired with a protected post front sight is shockingly accurate for a sub-$300 gun. You get Picatinny rails on top and underneath the foreign for lights, red dots, or whatever else you want. No extra adapters needed. The 16.5-inch barrel gives you a nice velocity boost over any pistol, turning cheap 115 grain range ammo into something that actually hits hard, out to 100 yards and beyond. Standout features include the lifetime no questions asked warranty, the fact that every single part is available direct from the factory for pennies, and the current street price that usually hovers right around $230 to $280 depending on the model. Pros: insanely affordable, truly bomb-proof reliability, lightweight and handy at only 31 inches overall, great factory trigger for the money, excellent customer service, and you can literally beat it with a hammer and it'll still shoot. Cons: it's heavy for its size compared to AR-style PCCs. The aesthetics are pure 1990s utilitarian. The trigger has some take-up, and resale value isn't great because of the brand stigma. But if you're looking for a trunk gun, home defense carbine, truck gun, or just something fun that you won't cry over if it gets scratched, the Hi.995 delivers real capability for less than the cost of most people's optics alone. Practical utility beats brand prestige every single day, and that's exactly what this American-made workhorse is all about. The legendary Kel-Tec SU-16 chambered in 5.56 NATO. What makes this thing an absolute game changer is that folding polymer stock that secretly holds 2 factory 10-round magazines right inside the butt. So you always have 20 extra rounds literally built into the gun, ready to slap in the moment you need them. Then you've got that beefy foreign that flips down into a rock-solid bipod in half a second. No extra gear, no extra weight, just pure Kel-Tec wizardry. The 18.5-inch chrome-lined barrel sits under that handguard and gives you solid velocity while still keeping the rifle insanely packable. Speaking of which, Flip the SU-16 in half, and it collapses from 37.4 inches down to just 26.4 inches, small enough to toss in a backpack or the trunk of a tiny car without any drama, at only 4.5 to 5 pounds unloaded, depending on the model. It's noticeably lighter than pretty much any standard AR-15, making it perfect for hiking, plinking, truck gun duty, or even aerial drops if you're that kind of crazy. It runs a clean and simple long-stroke gas piston system instead of direct impingement, so carbon stays out of the receiver, heat stays manageable, and cleaning is honestly a 5-minute job, even after dumping hundreds of rounds. That long bolt travel also gives you one of the softest, flattest shooting impulses in the .556 world. Follow-up shots are stupid fast, and the muzzle barely moves. Up top, there's a full-length Picatinny rail for any optic you want, but it still ships with solid adjustable iron sights that co-witness perfectly. Current street price for most models hovers right around $550, $650 brand new, which is insane value when you realize you're getting a folding, piston-driven, bipod-equipped, optics-ready, ultra-light carbine that does things rifles twice, the price still can't. On the plus side, unbelievable portability, super low maintenance, clever integrated features, and magazine compatibility that never leaves you stranded. Downsides, the polymer-heavy construction can feel a bit flexy compared to aluminum ARs. The ergos are quirky until you get used to them. And the proprietary 10-rounders in the stock are basically boat anchors once you switch to normal mags. But honestly, for a go-anywhere, do-anything rifle that disappears in a bag, yet still shoots like a full-size carbine when you need it to, the Kel-Tec SU-16 is still one of the smartest, most underrated .556 rifles you can own in 2025. Coming in strong at number 2 is the Ruger PC Carbine, a 9mm pistol caliber carbine that feels like it was built for people who actually shoot. What grabs you right out of the box is the interchangeable magazine well system. It ships ready for Ruger SR series and Security 9 magazines, and Ruger thoughtfully throws in a Glock mag well for free. Want Glock compatible freedom right away? You've got it. No extra purchases needed out of the gate, and if you run something like a SIG or S&W, Ruger sells those adapters separately. The real magic, though, is how stupidly easy this thing is to take down. Lock the bolt back, visually check it's empty, push one recessed lever, give it a quarter twist, and the entire barrel, foreign assembly, pulls right off the receiver in literally 3 seconds. Put it back together just as fast. No tools, no pins to lose, perfect for cleaning or tossing in a backpack. Inside the action sits a custom tungsten dead blow weight that shortens bolt travel, cuts felt recoil way down, and keeps the muzzle flatter than most carbines in its class. The bolt is machined from heat-treated chrome moly steel. The barrel is cold hammer forged with ultra-precise rifling and a heavier contour for better consistency, yet fluted to save weight. It comes threaded so you're ready for a suppressor or compensator the moment you open the box. Up top, you get a fully adjustable ghost ring rear and a protected blade front sight that are actually useful, plus a full-length Picatinny rail, machined right into the hard anodized aluminum receiver. The charging handle and mag release are both reversible for lefties. The buttstock has a soft rubber pad with spacers, so you can dial in the perfect length of pull, and the trigger borrows proven 10 to 22 internals for a surprisingly crisp light break with almost no over travel. At just over 7 pounds with a 16.1-inch barrel, it shoulders fast, points naturally, and runs incredibly soft, thanks to that dead blow action. Current street price hovers right around $530, $580, depending on the model, which is honestly ridiculous value when you consider the features. On the plus side, legendary Ruger reliability, true ambidextrous controls, backpack-friendly takedown, Glock mag compatibility out of the box, excellent accuracy for the money, and recoil that feels more like a .22 than a 9mm carbine. Downsides, the forend can get warm after a few mags. The plastic handguard feels a little budget next to the rest of the gun. And some people wish the rail sections on the forend were M-lock instead of the older Magpul-style slots. Still, for a do-it-all truck gun, home defense carbine, or just a ridiculously fun range toy that shares ammo and magazines with your pistol, the Ruger PC Carbine remains one of the smartest buys on the market today. And now, taking the top spot on our list, the undisputed champion, the Smith & Wesson M&P FPC. This isn't just another folding carbine. It's the one that finally got everything right and made the rest of the market sit up and take notice. Smith & Wesson designed the FPC from the ground up to eliminate the headaches that usually come with folding rifles. The biggest game changer? It's fully optics ready out of the box, meaning you can mount your favorite red dot or low-power variable optic and fold the rifle without ever removing the sight. No more re-zeroing every time you pack it up. The horizontal folding stock locks solidly with a positive latch mechanism that inspires confidence whether it's rattling around in a truck or stuffed in a backpack. When collapsed, this 9mm carbine shrinks to an insanely compact 16.375 inches, yet opens up to a very shootable 30.325 inches overall, striking that perfect sweet spot between backpack-friendly and actually fun on the range. Up front, you get a 16.25-inch 4140 chrome moly steel barrel wrapped in a slim M-Lock A handguard with a full-length Picatinny top rail. So lights, lasers, grips, whatever you want, it's ready. The blowback action is softened by an integrated recoil buffer that takes the sting out of 9mm, and the flat-face trigger breaks clean and crisp, way better than the mushy curved triggers you often find in this price range. Magazine compatibility is pure genius. It takes all double-stack M&P pistol mags, full-size or compact, so you're never hunting for proprietary magazines. Smith & Wesson even built in storage inside the stock for 2 spare mags with a quick release tab. Just pop the latch and they drop right into your hand. Out of the box, you get 1 17-round and 2 23-round mags, more than enough to get started. Little details show how much thought went into this thing. The charging handle doubles as the folding retainer, saving weight and parts. The mag release is reversible for lefties. The crossbolt safety clicks positively on and off. Everything is 100% made in the USA, with an aluminum receiver that keeps the weight down to a very carry-friendly 5 pounds loaded. Street price right now hovers right around $550, $590 depending on the shop, which is honestly a steal for this level of refinement. So, there you have it. 10 budget-friendly tactical rifles that don't just compete with the AR-15. They beat it in very specific, important ways, whether that's in cost, folded size, or caliber power. These options truly prove that superior capability doesn't always come with the highest price tag. If you had to pick just one rifle from this list to add to your collection, which one is it? Drop your choice in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more in-depth firearms content, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next upload.